Hello, you're welcome to my cake kitchen. I am Gladys. And over here, we make simple, informative tutorials to help you navigate baking and decorating easily. Let's get this light on. It's a little bit dark in here, people. How are you? Delaney. Whoa. Delaney. Hiya, stranger. How are you? Let's get this light on. Oh no, it's come off. Okay, people, let's try and get this light on. Okay, yeah, that's all sorted, people. Okay, there is Tabitha. Tabitha, darling. Tabitha, you are so special. How are you? Right, Tabitha, this is for you. We were supposed to be making your frosting. You know what? I haven't organized enough for that. Plus, I don't want to make this an issue, but I don't really feel great to be in an in-depth teaching mode. Plus, one last thing. I got the recipe. I wrote the notes. Did you put the method in the chat? I didn't see the method. There is the flour. I wrote everything down. So where is the method, Tabitha? Where is the method? That part. So let me know. So give or take, we might probably come back to frostings next week, because I wanted this week to be a chill, easy session where we can make some fall bakes like your pumpkin spice and simple things. Yeah, you did forget that part, because actually I did sit down to write the details down and to see how to organize for it. And then I looked, I'm like, I can't find the technique and the process or the method. So I was like, oh, I could email you. But I kept going, I will email you, and it's today, okay? Because since I left here on Wednesday, yeah, Wednesday was the last time we were here. I wasn't here on Friday. Since we left here on Wednesday, I haven't had any admin tasks at all. Plus, it was only yesterday I'm making this into a personal session. Because yesterday I was going to email you last night, actually about 1 a.m. UK time. I was at my desk and I was about to email you, but I remember I had to send you Lollipop's email. But was there something included that I needed to send? I couldn't remember, so I thought I will ask you today. And if you tell me, I can just go and send you an email on it. So please email me the method and I will send you Lollipop's email handle as well. But that aside, what are we doing? You know what? We were supposed to be making a cookie. But just before I came on, a schedule developed and I have to go in. We have about 40 minutes. I'm like, 40 minutes is not going to be enough to do much, would it? So you know what? I have a store-bought white chocolate cookie mix here. Let's work with that, okay? Let's work with that. I'll leave these ingredients here. And then we'll work with this. And then tomorrow we'll come back and do a proper bake, okay? Today, I don't know, I've got heartburn. And I don't feel like myself at all today. I don't know. But I'm okay, hopefully. Right, let's have a look. Let's have a look at what is here. Okay, it says preheat the oven at 180 degrees. Okay, we are preheating our oven. Okay, and what do you do with the dough? I'm literally looking at the instructions so that we'll know what to do. It says empty the cookie into a large bowl, add butter and water using a spoon. How much butter do we need to add? It doesn't say, people. It just says add butter. Okay, I guess that gives us free reign then. So we're going to do it our way, okay? We're going to do it our way because I'm not one to let things go to waste, okay? Let's make it work. Gotta keep going. Yes, yes, darling. Only one trace. Yeah, we've got to keep going, isn't it? Because it doesn't even say how much you're supposed to add. It just, oh no, oh no. Okay, so 60 grams of unsalted butter and cold water. Nobody's putting cold water. I'm gonna put milk, but I've run out of milk. You're gonna watch a girl make something happen. Okay, just watch me. First of all, this is what we're going to do. So we are making a white chocolate cookie mix. First of all, it says 60. Did it say 60 grams of unsalted butter? Don't you worry, we've got you covered. We are not measuring anything here, okay? We are about to just make a mess of it. It's at the top. I cut the top into half before I knew it, okay? I haven't got milk. Do you people realize what a mess it can be sometimes over here, that we are not very organized? You know what? But that's my reality, okay? I love baking, but my baking life here is not always perfect. So today we are just making it work the way we can, because I am just going to be winging this, right? Remember, I prepared for a whole bake, you know. Okay, anyway, we have flour. I'm gonna add some. That's about 60 grams of flour over here, and it's all-purpose and bread flour. And then we'll add one of this here. Okay, Jackie is back. Auntie J, how are you? Right, it didn't call for eggs, but we are adding an egg, only because I broke the egg anyway. And I just told you I do not have I just told you I don't have milk, so you know what, I'm gonna add evaporated milk. We're going to do evaporated milk. This is 20 mils. Let's just pour enough till our heart is merry, okay? Talk about making stuff up as you go along, okay? And then we have some vanilla here. Maybe I'm just going to waste the whole thing. I have a broken egg. One egg yolk, okay? It didn't call for egg, but we are making it happen. Now, let me find a spatula and mix all of this together. We need to put some salt, right? I am sure this will turn out okay. See? Okay, I'm liking the consistency of it. We need some salt. And I'm gonna add a cup of chocolate chips to that. Let's see how this whole thing turns out. No, Auntie J, you are not missing anything, because you know what, we've only literally not too long ago signed in, and just before I came on, I've just had a change of schedule. So the bake session we are doing is not going to happen. I only have 40 minutes, so I'm signing out just about 1/4 past. So honestly, you haven't missed anything at all. How are you doing, lovely? Right, and then we are going to add a cup of chocolate chip, just 1 cup. That's it, because remember, it's got bits in there. So you haven't missed anything at all. We haven't even done anything since we've been here. Right. Auntie Jane hates being late. But anyway, how are you all? How has your weekend been? Mine has been exhausting, but fun in many ways. Right. I like the taste of the butter. Auntie J is asking, right, what the village dwellers is all about. It's the membership, darling. I think we spoke about it. I don't talk about it over here. But yes, it's the membership we launched over there to put like the class type format and a little bit of fun and an organized chaos that is not all out for the whole public to see. Okay, so I think right now it's just Tapeta and I dwelling over there in our little corner. That's why she's got the marker showing the green over there. But I'm working on the back end to produce some specific classes. So honestly, I have said here that the membership is more like a chance to be able to kind of post some content that may not fit into our everyday content style. For instance, sometimes I want to say a bit much, but I also know the door is wedged open. But I think on careful consideration, I've just thought the membership is not even about me. It just gives me a little bit of freedom so that I am not always uptight. So it's more flexible and a free zone, but more so it is going to focus on some class type content, just so that for those who want to look for specific lesson focused content, like say for instance, if it's ganache that we're covering part 1 to 6, and somebody really wants an intense class on ganache, they'll be able to find it there, so that I can create some specific beginner friendly class focused content for people who really want to enjoy that. And then in between, if there are like some very specific off the cup type of content, like the organizing I'm doing for the house move, it's still ongoing. I've told you, you're not going to be seeing a a house tour and all the things. No, but some snippets of where my activities outside of the camera still kind of catches up with cakes. For instance, the things I organized for a cake market one time and where they are, you might get to see that, like the kitchen itself, how small it is. Those are things, but I am constantly battling against the boundary of making the channel and any extra content cake focused rather than me, right? So whatever happens, you're still going to get value, but I think my confusion is I don't want to make it about me. I want to give you everything I can that relates to this subject, and then I can go and disappear and enjoy my life. So yeah, that's where we are. Ooh, Tabitha, you had to have all your wisdom tooth removed. I cannot imagine. Right, there we are. We have the cookie. There you go. So let me get a cookie tray. I kind of feel like, 1 second. Cookie tray. Okay, there you go. That's the cookie tray. I kind of feel like I've got a dry mouth. No, cookie, not cake, because we actually came to make a cake, Auntie Jake. We actually came to make a cake, but just before I got on here, I was just notified about a change of schedule that I have to go and attend to. So my time is really limited. It won't give me enough time to cover a cake. So I just thought, let's pivot and then make the cookie, which I was mixing here. That's what we were doing. So there you go. All right, let's see how much cookie we have. One here. Do we chill the cookie before we scoop? Or is it just me? I don't even know what I'm doing, you know, people. Right? So it's the It's the Aldi kind of cookie thing. By the way, I was asking, how is everybody? I know you're talking about teeth and everything else in between. You don't really chill cookies. Okay, that's lollipop. Okay, so that's, let's see. I am not a cookie maker, to be honest, so this is more like a trial and error thing for us over here, right? So if the cookie turns out not so great, don't come for me, okay? Okay, let's see. I've got a dry mouth today. I don't know what's wrong with me. There you go. Okay, right, we have 5 cookies. Now, chaos. Okay, we're trying to get the cookies shaped right. And the spoon fell over. Okay, let's get the cookie right. Okay, how long are we supposed to bake that thing for? I took the packaging away. Okay, I'm gonna find the packaging, people. Let's go find the packaging. Okay, let's go find it. Tapeta, you are not alone. Okay, I'm gonna put the cookie in to bake. Here is the cookie, right? There's 5 of the cookies here. I am going to fish out. Okay, how long does it say? 12 minutes. Okay, 12 minutes, we have time. Right, 12 minutes. Okay, people. I think as much as I hate that we couldn't do what we wanted to do, I promise we'll be doing a full bake tomorrow properly. And today we are waiting for our cookies to be done, and then we can still catch up, people. It says 12 minutes, but 5 to 10 minutes, that's awful. We'll be having raw cookies. It's baking at 180 degrees C. So anyway, people, there you have it. We're making cookies. You know what? Today I'm not with it. Okay? I made the promise to you that as long as possible, I am going to bring my very best self. Okay? But my best self also includes the day where I am not with it. Today, I'm like, it is taking twice the effort. I love being here. Okay? But make no mistake, it doesn't necessarily mean I wake up and I'm like, let me go and shout at the people. Some days you wake up and you have to just put one foot in front of the other and keep going. So we are here now. I hope you have had a good weekend, and it's great to have you. We are making chocolate chip cookies from what is it called? From a packet mix. A packet mix what chocolate chip cookies. But if you're new on the channel, there's no second time for a first impression, but I hope you'll stick around. I hope you will stick around, okay? Because we have more tutorials for you. We have red velvet cake that is over there. There's quite a lot on here. So find the previous lives or on the long format homepage or on the shorts. There's formats everywhere, or on the community post where you get to see the updates of what we are baking and what we are doing. So there is Alika Hale. Hi there, great to have you. Okay, today, if you're just wondering, if you're just joining us and you're wondering what we're doing chocolate. We're making some chocolate chip cookies from a packet mix, and we've literally, thank you, Auntie J. You guys just make me feel better, okay? Some days you wake up and you're like, the spirit is willing, but the body is weak. Where can we find that in the Bible? Let's not make it down there, okay? Yeah, people, last time about our trip to Israel. Who's talking about a trip to Israel? You people better be praying about that, okay? Because I am sure our friend Mama Bear, Tatiana, darling, happy Tuesday, good morning, how are you? Our friend Mama Bear will be so happy to have us in Israel. So let's not sell her. Let's not sell her unattainable dreams. But you know what? It would be lovely for us to. It would be lovely for us to go to Israel, isn't it? Gonna get my Ghanaian passport sorted. Oh, perfect. How are you, darling? Are you feeling better? Last time we were here, you weren't feeling so great. I hope you're feeling better. Me? I am doing okay. Today I am not with it because you know what? Whatever I planned to bake, here we are. It hasn't happened, but we ended up baking some chocolate chip cookies, which is what is in the oven. So we're waiting for it to finish. Oh, Tatiana says I have a couple of days off my antibiotics and I have my voice back, so we are getting the. Oh, that's good to know. Wow, this has taken you through the ringer, isn't it? Because you're just coming down from all that busy days of working. Wow, it's good to know you are things are looking up, and we hope you feel better soon. Mama Bear is back. Mama Bear, hello. Hi darling, how are you? Great to have you back. Literally just before I was reading Tatiana's chat, we were talking about you. I said, for those of us who are planning a trip to Israel, we better not sell unattainable dreams, but we are trusting God to make that possible. So better sort your passports, fix your piggy banks, and we're off. Thank you for being here today, and thank you for stopping by. I hope everyone is keeping well though. Mama Bear is here. Those of you who missed, you are waiting, lady. You've got somebody better check Lollipop and her lottery tickets. Somebody better check Lollipop and her lottery tickets. What have we got to say to Lollipop and her tickets? Don't leave me out here in these streets. Okay? Lollipop and her tickets. She wants to win the lottery tickets before she goes to Israel. I like how you qualify it to look less sinful than it should be. Meanwhile, I really don't know the technicalities of that, so I'm going to leave that subject alone, okay? She says, it's not gambling. It's wishful thinking. Okay, Mama, you know what? Mama Bear says she hopes you win more than you lose. So I guess that wishful thinking will get you further than you think. Okay? Maybe add a tinge of prayer to wishful thinking and it might just work. Tabitha says, I better see if Mom got her lotto tickets, and thanks for the reminder. I am probably missing out. Should I go and buy a lottery ticket too? That's what I do, but I often win £2.40. How much is the ticket? And then you win £2.40. Will £2.40 buy a cup of coffee? Did you see? Auntie J says, you all remember your friend when you hit it big, okay? When you get your 240 million and you get the private jet, you better come and take all of us because we prayed for you, Lollipop. We did. Okay? Say no to lottery scams. How much is the ticket? I don't know. You know what? I think my strong aversion to lottery is simply because I know I will not win and I don't stand a chance, and it annoys me because I'm the person who will not even watch football because I don't like the feeling of losing. You know, all the stress of watching football and how it makes you feel to eventually get to who won and who lost just makes my belly churn. So no. So going to buy a lottery ticket in the hopes that I will win when I'm in competition with a large number of people that also feel the same just makes me think, am I crazy? Lollipop says, I hate it when I'm like one digit off. I mean, life of Toby. Who said it's an addiction? Life of Toby. What has qualified you to make such sweeping statements about someone's choices, honey? I mean, we do pray over here. We read our Bible and we try not to judge. We come from a place of understanding and curiosity. But can you explain your intention over there so that we can all have some sort of understanding? Right, let's go check on our... What do we have over here? Okay. All right. Right. Okay. It's not done yet. It smells amazing though. It's not done. It's not done. Oh, that looks yum. Anyway, let's put that back in. Okay. That looks lovely, but we are not done. Right. Toby says you're chasing the chance. You were chasing the chance of winning. You should read about it. Okay. Tarpita says, okay, so Toby is talking about chasing the chances. you know what, some days I'm just a moderator, because what I don't know, I reserve opinions on. I know nothing about lottery tickets, and as much as I read my Bible, I don't know all the corners of my Bible, and I don't even pretend to, right? What I do know, though, is that as much as possible, I will try to understand a situation and see what the biblical context is without judgment. So I'm going to leave that alone, honey. Okay? Let's see. Tapita says, if I go to the casino and put £10 in the first time and I win, I'm back over. If I lost $10, I would go home. But then again, I don't gamble often. I know nothing about this subject. I make cakes and cookies, okay? Cookies are not even my specialty, okay? So let's just say, if you win big, you can get a jumbo jet and come and take us all to Israel. I will not say no. Because if you are thinking, oh, well, there you go, why would you jump in the jumbo jet? I will. Because have you read your Bible? Obadiah worked in the house of Ahab. And Ahab was very sinful. So some days you can choose your company and still do right. Okay? So please. Tapita says, if I win the lotto, people won't be struggling. Well, if you win the lotto and had me out struggling here, I will go and pray over your winnings to disappear. Okay? Oh, Lordy. I cannot wait for this cookie to be done. Okay. It seems like okay, let's see, people. Okay, it seems like the inside of the cookie is it's still soft, but I kind of feel like, oh, okay, the inside of the cookie is still soft, but maybe if we left it to chill, we'll see. Karabo is back. Okay. Oh, Jackie was saying that's what you want. You know what? I am no cookie expert. Plus, this is a... Oh, that's hot. Plus, this is a pack mix. So, let's have a look. Oh, okay. It still holds form. All right. Can't do anything yet. Oh, it's firming up quickly. Lollipop, why do I feel like you manufactured the pack? Because the tips you are passing me on here, when I haven't even been diligent enough to observe the packaging for the instructions, is unreal. Thank you. Right. Let's see. Oh, okay. People, look at our cookie. Right. Look at our cookie. Okay. What are we going to do with this? Hello, all you new people. Today we are having an incredibly lazy. Okay, let's cut through this and see what it looks like. right? It's hot. Now I feel like I need some ice cream. Yeah, I added an egg. Remember, we made adjustments to this recipe, which is not recommended on the packaging. This is the Aldi white chocolate pack mix, right? We added about 60 grams of all-purpose and bread flour together in there. And then we had about 20 grams of cornstarch, and then a whole egg and half a cup of chocolate chips with a pinch of salt. I am one of those people, if I'm being honest, I don't like cookies. I find them too sweet, and I don't like how a cookie feels. Honestly, I don't, especially freshly baked cookies. But I like a cookie dough. So for me, a cookie like this, I want to put it in the microwave and put ice cream on it and eat it. That's a preference thing. But has it come out okay? Yeah. It is cakier though. It's fluffy. It's got crunchy bits to it. But I'll always keep it real with you. I don't like cookies. It looks perfect for dipping into milk though. But I told you, I don't have milk. Run out of milk. The milk container is gone. There you go. But yeah, the cookies are good. Want to leave it to kind of set completely. Yeah, it's still a cookie. I find the cookie either too intense or a little too bland. And this is somewhere in between. But it could also just be that I don't like cookies, so I don't know what to expect. This with some cream in the middle will be too overwhelming for me to eat. But it is very cakey. And it's soft with just the right bit of crunch. We baked the same one here. Last time, and we didn't do this, and it was a little bit dry and crunchy. I like these better. With all the excuses, I've literally just finished eating one whole cookie. The little guy will love them. He's probably the reason why I made them, to be honest. Because he's due back from school. So him and the big producer will be out here crunching on these. But yeah, whilst we're at it, if you have recommendations for some autumn and fall bakes, let us know, because I think we are due a chat, except now I will tell you this before I go. I have sympathy for people who live their lives in the public eye. I do. I'll tell you why. Because some days, on a day where I have planned something and I'm excited to come and share about it, I do, and then life happens, and then I'm like, what do I do with this? For instance, a typical example, I'm going somewhere with this, stick with me. For example, when I told you about the house move, it looked like it was dead set. And at the time I told you, you probably didn't notice it, but there was a lot of panic in my life because I didn't know what was happening. And I told you the house move had nothing to do with you except for the fact that you come to my home kitchen with me here. And I didn't want it to be like a surprise. So I brought the news to you right in the middle of it when it was all like looking apparent. That was in June. We even went for a house viewing. Do you remember? We did. I was on a live and then I disappeared for the house viewing and I came back and I told you. And I told you that when we got there, I had prayed and a few things had led to that point. And then we got them just right when we got to the front of the house. The neighbor next door, it's two houses with a shared wall. The neighbor next door was having a proper fight with some contractor. And then suddenly I thought, is this the sign I need to not like get this house? Well, we didn't go for the house eventually and it all fell through, right? And now we're back to square one because the intention the landlord set us to, move, his part of the process he has since stalled. So we don't know if he has changed his mind or not, because our contract is actually not due to renew anyway. So it's like I'm living in this place of confusion, but I also know there is a part of the news, and then there's a part where it's like, what are we doing? So honey, we might still be here for Christmas. And I guess that's the good thing. That said, I was saying we probably need to catch up, because when I launched the membership, I came here and I spoke to you about it, tap at the nose. I was like, I want it to be a friendly place where you can see unfiltered versions. And then I went and I sat down and I thought to myself, you guys deserve better. What do you mean by unfiltered? Like, really? So suddenly I'm like, okay, no, we're not going to do that. You are watching the confusion of a business owner happen in real life, okay? So I'm like, no, we're not going to do that. Let's get the class formats so that the membership is an extension of what we do here, but you're not missing out on anything. And I'll be honest with you, the membership is just a means to get like extended value. It's a bit like it's the drizzle on the cake. I'm not going to kind of keep anything away from here just to go and put it in the membership. No, you are still going to see and earn exactly the same value you have enjoyed up until now. But because the membership space is going to kind of require a bit more effort, because for the amount of value I provide for you currently, I don't have any space at all to do anything else. But with the way YouTube is going, if I don't find a reasonable way to monetize and grow the channel, we will not hit our goals. But that's all set in prayer, by the way. So the membership is more so a chance for you to support the channel whilst also deriving an equal amount of value over there. So then I'm like, okay, let's not do the unfiltered bit. Let's go and put like the class format. But the class format requires my attention and time, and I don't have much of it. So suddenly I'm like, okay, what are we doing? What are we doing? So what we are doing is, well, I'm thinking of bringing back Bake Along once a month, just for you, right on here. So maybe one Friday or one Thursday, probably towards the end of the month, you get to pick a particular bake, and then we come and we complete it. So if you submit your options, for instance, I am not a dietary specific baker, but Mama Bear is asking some gluten-free recipes. So if I can provide that maybe once a month, that's a bake along or your kind of bake, I'll come and complete that because that is meeting your specific request. So yeah, I know we are due a chat, but I'm confused half of the time. And frankly, if I'm being honest, I don't know what I'm doing because there's a lot happening, and some days I just want to just show up and be professional, and I try to do that. But sis, there's a whole mess back door over here. Okay, so it's 3:10, people. Let's pack off these cookies and let's head off for the rest of the day. Okay, and we'll be back tomorrow with a proper bake. But yes, remember, Halloween is coming. I'm not a trendy baker, so I don't know if I really will make an investment into Halloween recipes at all. What I really want us to focus on is some autumn fall recipes, like some pumpkin spice stuff and just some nice simple bakes that you can still try at home. That's where we are headed. We are not going to go and do anything that we shouldn't be doing. Mama Bear, you want a gluten-free recipe? I'll tell you this. I have a chocolate cake recipe that turns into gluten-free. I'll send that to you, my darling. Okay, I'll send that to you so you can try that. But in the meantime, like I said, we're bringing back Bake Along. It's you get to choose. We complete the bake on a live session once a month, right on here. So go think about the stuff you really want to do that you would want help with, and make suggestions about it in the community post. I mean, today is 7th, so we are nearly 3 weeks out. So I'll put a post properly so that you can submit your request over there in the community post, and then you can put as many suggestions as you can, and we'll pick it once a month. The more popular the segment becomes, we will consider rolling it out depending on how much time I would have to do that. So we'll start with once a month, but there's room for us to raise it to twice a month or even once a week. I just don't want to overwhelm myself currently more than I already am given. I don't want to stretch myself too thin, and I don't want to over promise and under deliver. So we are starting with once a month, and look forward to the community post where you can put your submissions there. All right. So yes, Mama Bear, I'll send you the gluten-free chocolate cake recipe. And are you able to access gluten-free flour? Because over here we have the mixed grain gluten-free flour. So small adjustment, it turns a gluten-free cake amazing, and it actually also makes a regular chocolate cake. So yeah, I will send. What time do I go live? No, I don't. The lives are still here. We are not on the membership. Okay, let me just clarify that. I wanted to create exclusive lives on the membership, but I also wanted it to be from your point of view, as in things that you want to see. Because if it's about the bakes, we are already here, right? So I've been on 2 lives there, and that was because I had a busy day, and one of the 2 nights I was on a live on a night. It is a typical Gladys show over there, but since I did that, I haven't been back to post. It's just me and Tapita at the moment. I have some content that I have arranged, but like I said, I'm still in a battle with myself about what should really, I know the content about the class is a definite. I am still in two minds about what I can add as an addition for value, just so that it can be beneficial and resourceful for you as well. So I am not on the live yet in the membership at the moment, but every time I post anything new, that I'll be sure to update you. But I also, and this is the inner conflict, I also don't want to make it a point of advertisement on here. So it's there on the homepage if anybody wants to see it, but it's like we are still living over here, okay? I don't know. So I'll keep you all posted. Elena says, can you prepare fruit in a glass, please? I don't know what you mean by that, but perhaps leave a proper explanation there. But my time is up. I've got to shoot, and I'll see you on the next one, people. Love you lots and happy baking. I'll catch you soon. Bye-bye.